It's really hard for me to express how much I treasure and love this community on this channel, and the comment section is a treasure indeed. In one such interaction, a rider mentioned how hard it is to push start the G310R, which was also supported by another G310 GS rider who said it is almost impossible to push start the GS. I had to disagree to this because him blaming the BS6 and the fuel injection system did not really make sense to me, as I have successfully push started other BS6 vehicles in the past. But later in this video, I did get to experience the impossible. Now before we go there, we need to understand the need for push start, which mostly arises in case of batteries with low charge, and with absence of kickstart options in most of these machines, push start can become a painful and probably a shameful alternative. I'm listing a few basic points that should be kept in mind before push starting a motorcycle. These are primarily for fuel injected motorcycles where a dead battery that cannot prime the fuel pump can make this push start task difficult. It might sound silly, but you need some fuel for this. If not, then you have to start the process by pushing your motorcycle towards the fuel station. Also make sure the tires are inflated well, as this might happen to a motorcycle which is parked for a long time. Deflated tires can make your motorcycle feel twice or even thrice the weight when you are pushing it. Now recharging the battery and jump starting the engine can be an option which we have discussed in the past. But in this case, I wanted to test if we can push start the G310R. I tried this attempt on a downhill slope, as my earlier attempt of push starting the G310R till 5 to 10 km per hour did not succeed in cranking up the engine. So this time I went for two speed levels of 20 km per hour and 25 km per hour. As usual with this technique, the first attempt was done in second gear, where I released the clutch after reaching 20 km per hour, where the transmission dragged the speed down, but the motorcycle failed to crank up the engine. So it's now time for the second attempt, where the clutch will be released at 25 km per hour. Again the motorcycle refused to start, and that is when I realized that this is going to be difficult. As you're seeing on the gear indicator, I have shifted up to third gear and I'm letting gravity take this motorcycle to 20 km per hour. Clutch released, but still no cranking or startup from the engine. I must say the engine braking is pretty strong on this motorcycle, which takes away the momentum with no mercy. Moving ahead, 25 km per hour, third gear, and it's time to release the clutch, and finally the engine cranked up. And that is how I managed to push start my BMW G310R, which honestly took a lot more effort than what my RTR 200 takes, or even the Dominar 400, which starts at 15 km per hour in second gear. But pushing that close to 200 kilos of weight is a task in itself. Back to the 310, I also tried doing this in 4th gear, which started in 20 km per hour. So that is another number if you were looking for. I guess that brings me to the end, but do share your push start experiences in the comment section. So that's it for this video, and I hope you guys have liked it.